Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we're going to discuss how a rack system works because this is very important to know that how a rack system works because most of the 90% chatbots in today's it's implemented rack implemented chatbot because if you don't implement chat rack inside your chatbot is not so powerful. They cannot give you the real time information. Okay, that's why rack is very important concept to implement any chatbot. Okay, so first of all, if you don't know that what is rack, I will discuss in the previous video. Please watch it, and if you haven't watched it, please watch it, then come over to this video because we'll discuss in this video only how rack system works. But I'll give you a quick overview that what is actually rack. Okay, because rack is a thing that can actually make a chatbot more powerful. Okay, so RAG is a method where an AI language model does not rely on its internal trained knowledge. It means that, like, if you, you already know that in any LLM model, that train on specific date. Okay, there have been a cutoff. Okay, after that they don't have any knowledge. Like the cutoff date is January 2026. After this, the LLM doesn't have any knowledge that happening after this time frame. Okay, so if you ask any question like what is the stock price of the Apple in the May month, okay, but LLM doesn't have the answer that what stock price is going on in this May month, okay. So these kind of things have a very bad impact on any particular chatbot. Okay, that's a RAG coming to the picture. RAG solve this problem. So how RAG solve this problem? Because RAG retrieve the real world information and they store in a database. And when you ask any question, anyone, they retrieve that information based on your user prompt. Okay, like this, the technology instead it retrieves relevant up-to-date information from an external knowledge base, like documents, database, websites, company data, anything. It can be anything. Okay, then generate an answer using the phrase specific information. Okay, and that is a RAG. Okay, but in this video we'll discuss what is how RAG is works. Okay, this is a RAG is work. First of all, if you are going to build a RAG system, so what things you need? You need source of knowledge that LLM need that time when user asks any question. Like I ask any question like what is the stock price of Google yesterday? What uh, but LLM doesn't have the knowledge. So LLM have to search the internet. You have to LLM have to uh, search the several website to face that particular knowledge, particular information. Okay. So for that, we need a data collection or data source, different source. You have to collect the data from different source. It can be CSV file, it can be documents, it can be database, it can be web form. Okay. After that, when they fetch any particular information from any particular source of the source, they they chunk it. They split it into different chunking. Like if you are uh, have a PDF file, like if you have a PDF file, there have been a 100 page. Okay, but when you upload this 100 page, that not only they uploaded the 100 page in one format. Okay, they chunk it in every page in every chunk. Okay, like every page like 1000 page, so there have been a 1000 chunk. Okay, you can also do these things like this, like one page into three chunk. You can do this, but when we have a larger document, so you can do this like one page into one chunk. Okay, after break into chunking, you have to convert into embeddings. So what is embeddings? Embeddings is a vector embeddings. Means vector numbers. Like every words and every character they are converted into a numbers. Okay. But this is a not a normal number. This is a number that have a semantic meaning. Like every number has a meaning of this particular word. They carry that particular word of meaning. Okay, when you ask a question, the when user or you ask a question, the LLM or the RAG system search the particular question answer with the help of this semantic meaning. Okay, Okay, then after this, you convert it into embeddings. The embeddings is stored in the vector database. It is a database. When you store any kind of things in database, so there have been a database called vector database where where you store all the embeddings. Okay, from that you capture in the source. Okay, first you have to data collect the data from source, then chunking it, then embedding it, then storing the vector database. Okay, what is stored in the vector database? It is stored in the text chunks of the data, then embeddings, metadata, and source page. Okay, and what is the source of the page? What is the it means the data of the data. Okay, like what is the source and what is the how MB's PDF file it is, and how much length is the PDF file. This is the things in metadata. Okay, then after this storing the vector database, let's comes the things like user asks a question like what are the benefits of using RAG. Okay, if the question LLM doesn't know, so they search in the internet. Okay, when you search the internet, first of all what you have to do is that your question also converted into embeddings. Okay, and the embeddings also have the semantic meaning of the word. Okay, then retrieve the information from this vector database. They try to search in the vector database that this with the semantic meaning. If the answer is have in the vector database, then they fetch the information from the vector database, and with the information and we query, we send to the LLM, particular LLM. Okay, like these relevant chunks. Like we ask this question, and based on the question, they find the three chunks. Okay, like three chunks that have the answer of the what are the benefit of RAG. Okay, and then the augmented the form combine question plus receive context. Like they combine the user question and retrieve context these chunks. Okay, they combine this, then we send to the LLM. Okay, particular LLM have the capability to make the answer from that particular context. Okay, and the final answer generate the final answer. So how it's actually work, it first they you like first of all I will give you the walkthrough. Like if you ask any question that what is the stock price of the rack, so this came to first they convert into the embeddings, then that will retrieve the information from the source. Then when you find the source, they find out some chunks, and chunks with the chunks and embeddings of the chunks we send to the LLM with your question and the chunks or what we fetch from the server or any internet. Then we send to the LLM for the generation of the text, then give the final answer. Okay, these are actually RAG works. You can actually do something anything with the RAG, because if you have any uh, private data, so you can make a chatbot. They can actually give you the answer from the private data. Okay, it is actually working. Okay, so this is the how RAG system works. Okay, this is the picture of the how RAG system works, and this is very important to know how RAG system works. It's nothing but a system that can actually fetch the real information from the particular source. Okay, it can be a PDF, Excel file, or CSV, or any documents. Okay, and then convert it into chunkings, then convert it into embeddings, then store in the vector database. And when user asks the question, the uh, you search the question with the help of the em- semantic meaning of the word like embeddings in the vector database. If the find some chunking or find some information from the database, they came over to this to the with the help of question and with the help of your generation content, and then send to the LLM, and they give the final answer. So this is the RAG. Actually, this is how the RAG system works. Okay. So if you like this particular video, please thumbs up, and the later video will see that how actually implement a RAG system in actually code. We'll do the code and how actually collect the data, how actually um, chunk it, how it's converted embeddings, how it's doing the vector database. Okay. So please like this video if you like this video.